What's up guys, Handish here, and today we're going to jump in with a bunch of Destiny 2 news, mostly regarding the Solstice of Heroes and Moments of Triumph event, but there's a bunch of other stuff to round up as well. We're actually going to get a new quest for Cayde 6, which is pretty interesting. Of course, we all know what's going to happen to Cayde in the Forsaken expansion, so it looks like in Solstice of Heroes, Bungie want to give us a few final moments doing a few things for Cayde. I'll talk about that in a moment. There is a new exotic weapon classified in the actual collection for the game, so you can see it in Destiny Item Manager and on the Bungie app and all of that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about that one. There are other new exotics for Solstice of Heroes to talk about. We can also get a look at the full armor sets, the new chromas, different ways that you'll need to upgrade that stuff. There are some other interesting exotic artifacts and items for various upgrades to talk about. And we're going to round up some other updates regarding Destiny 2 right now. So if you guys do enjoy the video, a rating down below is super appreciated. But for now, let's jump straight into it. So of course we had the July update yesterday. This brings a bunch of stuff into the game, prestige raid layers, bounties, and it paves the way for the Solstice of Heroes event. So obviously a bunch of stuff has been updated in the database, and we're going to be getting a quest with Cayde 6 or for Cayde 6 during this event. So we have a couple of associated items right here, the spicy ramen coupon, a legendary consumable, and the text reads, "This coupon has expired." And then there is also the expired ramen coupon, a basic redeemable, valid for 1 free bowl of ramen, but it says this expired decades ago. But then we actually have a new quest right here, which these will obviously be associated with, so it's called Cayde's Spicy Ramen. It's an unknown quest, but we can see one other stage right here. Go to the ramen shop in the tower, and that has an objective to actually visit that location. That's all we can really see for this quest right now, so we don't know exactly what the rewards could be or anything like that, but it's certainly pretty interesting. Of course, like I said, we do know that Cayde is going to die in the Forsaken expansion, so Bungie are kind of making this a mini feature for Cayde right here. And I'm sure that it would have a somewhat cool or unique reward. One potential reward worth talking about is a new exotic classified weapon inside of the collections. So we've known that Black Spindle is likely to come into the game for quite some time. We've seen the catalyst for it, we've seen various classified elements for the weapon, but as of the update yesterday, if you go on the companion app or in Destiny Item Manager or anything like that, if you look at your exotic weapons in the collection, you will actually see a classified exotic listed there, and this is the one that we can see without an icon. So whatever this exotic is, it's well and truly in the game. These aren't kind of traces of its data. It's in place, ready to go, but it's classified so that we can't see exactly what it is. Maybe this could be related to the Cayde quest. I mean, who knows? Maybe Ace of Spades would come into the game early or something like that. At the same time, though, it does seem pretty likely that this classified exotic could be the Black Spindle, especially considering that one has been in the game for a little while. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys think, but the Cayde quest will definitely be interesting. There are some other exotic items to talk about, which we'll get inside of this event, and these are various cosmetics and ornaments and stuff like that, so we'll look at them very quickly. We've got the Beach Header, this is an ornament for the Merciless, the Grey Nitrite, which is an ornament for Soros Regime, the Raging Lepus, which is a really cool ornament for Jade Rabbit, and then Sudden Squall, which is the Sturm ornament. There's the exotic Ghost Shell, the Archipelago Pitch, I believe that's how you say that. We have the Predator Sun Shell, which is the kind of sun-shaped shell, which is really neat. And the Estival Excursion. I don't know if they missed the F on there or something, but this is actually a ship you'll be able to get via the vendor, the statue inside of the tower in the event. I'm going to talk more about how that'll work in a moment, but we have the Blacklight Razor, a new Sparrow, the Grey Hornet Sparrow, and then there are a couple of shaders right here that you can see the Blazing Virtue and the Malachite Gold. We can see the icons and names for the various pieces of armor that we're going to find inside of Solstice of Heroes. The fully upgraded armor is called the Resplendent set right here, and we can see a bunch of objectives. These are the same for each piece on each class, and I believe these are actually what you need to do in order to upgrade to the Masterwork version. So these aren't the objectives to unlock the armor, they're simply the final Masterwork upgrade objectives. We can see for the chest piece, complete Leviathan Raid on Prestige difficulty. You need to defeat bosses to upgrade the cloak, complete the Nightfall Prestige at or above the bonus threshold, and this is to get the helmet upgrade. You'll need to achieve Legend rank in the Valor Crucible rankings for the boots, and Heroic Strikes with at least one clanmate for the gauntlets. So there are various objectives right there. Now you may have seen the Statue of Heroes. This is actually a statue which will be inside of the social space while the event is active. This statue actually qualifies as a vendor in the database, and you'll use this vendor to unlock the armor as well as other various pieces of gear. We should mention the new armor chromas, the glows as they call them. This is what the modification screen will look like on a piece of Solstice of Heroes armor, where you can see the green and the blue version right there. Those are actually ornaments which make the armor look like the different versions we've collected over time. And then we can see there are the 3 slots for the different glows. And the description reads, this item applies a glow to all Solstice of Heroes chest armor, or of course whichever other piece, and once you unlock it, it's available for all 3 classes. These are actually going to come from the new Solstice engram, which you can get from Eververse. I believe we can get a bunch of those every week, and we can also get additional ones every time we rank up for the week. Of course, for Moments of Triumph itself, there are a bunch of different triumphs that we need to see when the actual event goes live, but Bungie say that your triumphs will be tracked by in-game bounties that are obtained at the Statue of Heroes, and as you complete and turn in those bounties, you'll unlock rewards that can be redeemed at the statue. And we have various objectives for the triumph bounties right here, so things like masterwork any Solstice of Heroes armor, complete 20 adventures, finish the Warmind campaign, finish Destiny 2's base campaign, obtain 25 exotic weapons or armor. There's one to complete each of the new missions that'll come in the Solstice of Heroes, complete 25 public events on heroic difficulty, reach Vanguard rank 50 in Season 3, and you can see all of the others there as well. So these are some of the rest of the objectives that we'll actually need to unlock everything from Moments of Triumph this year. There is also some kind of armor upgrade token that we can see in the database right now. Presumably, we will require this to upgrade some of the armor in Solstice of Heroes. On the subject of some of the new exotic catalysts, you can actually get the Telesto one from the Eater of Worlds Prestige mode, but to upgrade this once you have it dropped, you will have to complete, I believe, a bunch of the Forge quests in the Lighthouse on Mercury. If you've already done them, I believe they are retroactive, but you'll actually get given an item called the Gift of the Lighthouse, an exotic artifact used to upgrade powerful weapons and the Mercury Forge. The forging process consumes it. So that's certainly pretty interesting. Certain weapons will require some of these items. The Legend of Acrius Masterwork is actually pretty solid right here, so you can see that you will get the magazine to 6 rounds, and you'll get a very healthy buff to the reload speed as well, so this is a pretty solid Masterwork. This one will drop in the Prestige Leviathan, so that's original Leviathan on Prestige modes. It looks like a lot of these raid catalysts do have relatively good drop rates. Quite a few people have been getting them. Also, the catalyst from Sturm, which you can get by just killing enemies on Nessus, is supposedly dropping quite a lot as well. So absolutely worth bearing in mind. There's plenty of stuff to go after. Some final interesting things to round up. Copperneal actually posted a clip using the new Doomfang pauldrons. Essentially, every time you get a shield throw hit, it will increase the duration of your super. And so in Copperneal's clip, we can see that they're actually using that shield throw. They do manage to get the Sentinel super right here to last up to around about 40 seconds, which is absolutely crazy. So essentially, if you've got these on and you're spec'd up to keep getting those shields back, you're going to get some pretty insane super usage out of this thing. I do plan to use a bunch of the different exotics and try and cover that stuff in a video. There is some pretty cool changes. The OG Yug posted on Reddit that masterworked grenade launchers and rocket launchers can now generate orbs based on the number of kills in a multi-kill. So I haven't actually tried this in-game myself, but they say, for example, 6 kills will equal 3 orbs. They just generated 3 orbs with 1 player of the game multi-kill, so unless it's a glitch, I think Bungie answered our prayers. And DMG said it looks like some notes slipped through the cracks, which I'm tracking down right now. So that's actually a pretty cool change, being able to get multiple orbs on multi-kills with masterwork weapons. Of course, if you use a Sins of the Past that's a masterwork now and you get 3 or 4 kills, you're going to get that double kill activated, so you will generate the orb, but now they actually take notes. You're essentially getting 1 orb per 2 kills. I don't know how many times that will stack up or whether it's just endless, but I personally think that's a pretty good change, so do bear that in mind, especially if you're running these new prestige raid layers, even things like that Sentinel super that you can do, and bearing in mind some stuff like this is going to be worth it because those are pretty challenging, and having plenty of supers can definitely be very beneficial. Just to reiterate though, infusion of 400 power weapons that you get from raids will not actually work. I had heard some folks say that other weapons say the base power is too low, and others are saying that it will allow you to actually infuse, but then you don't get the power, so do just bear that in mind. It will not actually work if you do have any 400 power gear. Another quick shout, Tess is actually selling a bunch of the Crimson Days weapon ornaments, so you can get the Sweet Business and Graviton Lance ornaments from back in the Crimson Days event, so if you did miss those, Bungie say it was actually not intended for this to be the case, so if you want to get them, definitely jump in ASAP and try and grab them before anything potentially changes. But guys, that is going to summarize the bulk of this video, just a preview of some more stuff that we'll be getting in the upcoming event, new quests, new exotics. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think about that classified exotic. Do you think it's the Spindle, or do you think it could be something else? Personally, I'm going to bet it's Spindle. Also, let me know your thoughts on the Cayde quest that we're going to get, any of the armor and the objectives. But once again, if you have enjoyed the video, guys, a like below is very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more Destiny 2 content, and turn on those notifications if you want to keep up to date with all of the videos immediately. Check out my sponsor, Into the AM. They have some awesome clothing in their store. Really neat hoodies, hats, bandanas, all over print t-shirts, and a bunch of other stuff. off. If you like the look of it, you can save 10% by using code Houndish in the store, and the link for that will be down below. For now though guys, I appreciate you tuning in as always, and I will catch you very soon.